What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host Donovan Quick, and today we're going to be going over what exactly happened in the absolute trouncing in the Bills over the Dolphins, what made that lead so ginormous, and why exactly it's not as bad as most people think. Well, first off, I'm going to read you off some stats. The Dolphins out first downed the Bills 20-13. We had time of possession 36 minutes to their 23. We had 351 total yards to their 247. Like, we dominated them in all those categories. But the thing that they dominated us in was turnovers. Now, why exactly was the turnovers not to his fault? There was one that was, but we're gonna show you some replays. I'm gonna show you exactly what happened on those and why the box score doesn't necessarily tell the entire story. All right, so we're gonna go right into it. So here's the stats if anybody wants to pause and look at it. Rushing yards, we had 139 to their 108. 49 of those came on one play. And then we had 212 to their 139 passing yards. Everybody's like, oh, Josh Allen dominated the Dolphins. Josh Allen didn't do shit. All right. So we're going to go to the first interception right here. Tua looks right, looks off, hits him in the chest. Hits him right in the chest. Let's see if we can slow this down a little bit. No? Come on. Oh, apparently not. NFL Plus is great, by the way. You guys should definitely get it. Why is it not switching? Okay. Here we go. Tua throws it once again with anticipation. Grant Dubose is here. Look, you can see the ball right here. I know it's a little bit darker. Forgive me. It's the NFL.com thing. But the ball is right here. Just hits him right here in the chest. Like right here. And it bounces off. You got to catch that. It was a decent defensive play right here to kind of like disrupt it a little bit. And then just pure luck to get that interception. All right, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that, like, look, Tua could have thrown a little bit better of a ball, but that thing hits you right here. You got to catch that. I don't care who you are. I know you're our fifth, sixth, whatever receiver. I don't care. You got to catch that. You're a professional receiver. You have to catch that. It's right here. It's right here. You got to catch that. Now, that was the first interception. That actually led to their first touchdown. We answered with a touchdown of our own. And look, they did 7 plays to go 37 yards. Our defense held up for the most part. And then our touchdown drive, 14 plays, 80 yards, and just look at this. 15-yard pass, 4-yard run, 10-yard pass. Of course, a penalty, 14-yard run, 8-yard run, 6-yard pass, 17-yard pass. And they're all like, these passes were not anything that were like out of this world. And just run. It was great. Then our defense forced them to punt. And then once again, 3 plays into this drive, we have another interception. Now, what happened with this interception? A lot of people saying, like, who was Tua throwing to? He's throwing to the out route that Chosen is supposed to be running here. I don't know why he thinks he has a comeback route when you have 2 guys underneath, but he is supposed to be running. Let me see if I can back this up a little bit. Come on. This is an out route that Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle run all the time. This offense runs it all the time. In fact, this is also the same route that that last year he was picked off on the last play of the Bills game to end our regular season, basically. So that was basically the same route there. And it's that out route. It's that same out route. And Tua throws it to the spot. If he runs that, that's not picked. That's not picked. That is a perfect throw to where Chosen is supposed to be. Robbie Anderson, whatever you want to call him. He was supposed to be there. Now, 2 picks came on throwing to 2 backup receivers. Who would have thought? Now, that led to a field goal. We held them to a field goal that time. Then we ended up punting. Not a great drive. Just passing complete. 14-yard pass, 10-yard penalty. A penalty disrupted that drive. Then they go 10 plays, and they had a good one. They ran it down our throats, basically. In person, it looked like our defensive line was just tired. Then we turned it over on downs and, at midfield, which was terrible. And this one was right here. This was a sack by Ed Oliver on Tua. And I want you to watch this guy here and this guy here. I want you to watch our center and our left guard. Aaron Brewer and Rob Jones. Rob Jones just absolutely gets clobbered there. Tua goes to step up. He can't. And then he tries to back away and can't. That was terrible. Now, Aaron Brewer had a good rep. Aaron Brewer had a decent rep here, but he had overall a terrible game. Aaron Brewer standing up. That's really good. That's a really good rep by him. But that was a terrible rep by Rob Jones. Terrible rep by Rob Jones. That led to that drive ending on a 4th and 2, I believe it was. And then that gave them the touchdown. Because we only lasted 6 plays that time. So wrong one. Yeah, we lasted 6 plays on that one. So that led to their 49-yard run. I love how it says 2 plays. So this is actually 5. Yeah, this is 6 plays. So that was 1 play, just off rip. We'll show you this one just so we can see what exactly went wrong. Everybody in the stadium knew at that point they were running the ball. They were already up big. Everybody in the stadium knew they were running the ball. And what I don't get, let me back it up a little bit. What I don't get is that they're in a personnel. You have this is the guy that they brought in as the 3rd tight end. But then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 linemen here, and then you have another tight end here. So you have Jordan Brooks, who's kind of cheating over to this side. Obviously, you have your 2 corners for your 2 receivers. But there was not enough going on over here, in my opinion. The safety's a little too far back. That's just not good discipline right there. That's just not good discipline. He goes to shoot the gap, and it's just he's able to get through this hole that is wide open. Jordan Brooks is fast, by the way. I realized that this game. And then Poyer came up. If we watch Poyer, he came up immediately, and then he saw him break through the hole, so he tried to get an angle on him. But that's just unfortunate. It very unfortunate there. As we scroll back down, then we hit a field goal. But what happened on this drive? So that was the end of the half. Yeah, that we I remember this now. We basically did nothing at the end of the half, so we just wanted the points to get away with. Then we let them punt. Why did I say they punted? They punted and then yeah, okay. This was the pick six. We had a really good drive going too. Like, I understand we only got 11 yards, but like the essence of the drive, we started out really good with our runs and our screens. This was just watch our offensive line here. Aaron Brewer, Rob Jones. Watch those two. Oh, not what I thought from the stands. So I actually have a decent view from the stands from this angle. That was a really good blitz, actually. So they sent Von Miller inside and had him wrap around. Don't know who that guy is. And Austin Jackson can't get over fast enough. Tua sees that Kendall is that I think it's Kendall Lamb at that point in the game. It might be Armstead. He gets beat off the edge, and then you just have two guys in his face. He goes to throw up a duck. He goes to throw this out of bounds, right? So he needs to get it here and out of bounds. And that's just Tua not having enough arm strength. Like, that's pure arm there. Tua throws with his body. Tua throws with his entire body. That was all arm, and he just couldn't get it there. He needed that to be like another 5 feet up in the air, probably 10 feet, and just launch it out of bounds. There's a lot of quarterbacks that can make that throw. Tua is not one of them. He honestly should have just taken the sack there, gone to fourth down, punted it. Believe that was a third and long. Oh, that was a first down. Yeah, that was a first down. Then we, once again, 15 plays, 55 yards. Now we're down by 3 touchdowns. Turnover on downs. Like, we need to just accumulate points at this point. And I get we're down by 3 scores, but there's a lot of game left. We turn over on downs, just not good. This was actually when Tua got concussed. Okay. Yeah, at that point, that was the end of the game. So, yeah, after that, pick six, came back with, once again, a nice, strong drive. Then turnover on downs. It just... Look, we were moving the ball, but we just couldn't get it done. And all in all, we just need to finish. And that's why we brought Jonnu in. And, to have that bigger body in the end zone. And and honestly, it was just... It wasn't anything that the Bills were doing besides maybe that one blitz that once again, that was Tua's fault. Just take the sack there, live to fight another play, But he was trying to do too much, down 2 scores. Now you make it down 3 scores. You can't do that. If you don't know that you can get that ball out of bounds, and you have to know that you can get that ball out of bounds, you can't throw that. Skyler might be able to make that throw out of bounds because he has a cannon for an arm. But Tua, I don't know if he has the arm for that. Now, we don't know if Tua is going to play again this season, play again ever, even play this week. Like, we don't know. But if he does come back, he can't be making decisions like that. He can't be making decisions like putting his head down after he's past the first down marker. You have to be aware of where the first down is. I know he was trying to fight for maybe a few extra yards, but in that scenario, bro, just go down. And it kind of looked like he got it, and then he went to kind of like, instead of truck DeMar Hamlin, kind of like lean forward like that, and Hamlin got him like right in the side of the head. It was just really the perfect hit, honestly. I'm not going to show you all the replay of that, but yeah, it was just the perfect hit, kind of like how when Hamlin got hit in the chest, it was the perfect hit for him. Just very unfortunate. But really, this game wasn't, it got out of hand, but it wasn't as bad as people make it out to be. Like, it was the worst game I've ever seen because of the circumstances, because of Tua going down the way he did, of just the mistake after mistake that this team was making. Grant Dubose, our waiver wire pickup. And I was, if y'all follow us on Twitter, I was tweeting out, Jacob tweeted out at the end of the game, but I was tweeting out, look, why are we having Grant Dubose in there over Eazy-E? Why are we having Robbie Chosen in there over Eazy-E? Because when Eazy-E is in there, he runs the right routes, he catches the ball, he has good hands, and he has great after the catch ability. And he's very versatile. We've seen him line up in the backfield. We've seen him line up at tight end. He's a bigger guy. I don't understand why he's not in there over those two guys. You throw the ball to Grant, he drops it, leads to a pick. You throw it to Robbie, who has to be the dumbest receiver I've ever seen. Like, look, good guy, but just the dumbest receiver I've ever seen. Is that a bear? That's a panther, bro. You're playing for the Panthers. And he just runs the wrong route. Like, and the thing is, like, that's a route that we run all the time. Like, as a fan, I've seen that route at least twice a game for the last 3 years. Like, that is not anything that we should be mistaken on. And that's, once again, the last time we threw that route to a backup receiver, it was picked off by the Bills to basically put the game away. And then Tua trying to do too much, trying to save a play, trying to save a game, throws it, try to get it out of bounds, try to get it back to the line of scrimmage, out of bounds, and he just can't. And that leads to another interception, and that one was the worst one of all. And I get it, like, you want a quarterback thing. If you need it, he can go play hero ball. Tua isn't the hero ball type. Now, he has that dog in him. He has where he can go out and make plays, but that kind of throw is not what Tua can do. You have to know your own limitations. And then on the flip side of it, you have to know where the first down marker is. And I know the competitor in you wants to fight for extra yards. Josh Allen does that too, but Josh Allen's also 6'6", 280 pounds basically, and runs over people for fun. Like, that you two are not the same. You are not Josh Allen. Like, not even Lamar does that. Lamar would go down there. Jane Daniels might go for it, but that's because he's a rookie. A lot of Anthony Richardson might go through it, but once again, he's 6'4", 240. Like, he's able to do that kind of stuff. And even then, last year, it got him hurt and out for the season. So you have to know your limitations. You have to know when to go down. And Tua didn't go down on 2 plays, and it's 2 plays that basically ruined the game and maybe his career. Hopefully not his career, but I mean, hopefully it's up to medical professionals. Whatever the medical professionals tell him to do, I want him to listen to them. I want him to listen to his family. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but basically that's it. And we need Skyler to step up. Skyler's going to be the short-term option at least. The Dolphins will look to sign someone very soon. Not sure exactly when, but it's going to be is what it is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think any of these interceptions besides that last one was Tua's fault? Do you think that the Dolphins made a big mistake with their offensive line, not addressing it properly? And honestly, I do got to say this. PFF rated this Dolphins O-line, this game as a whole, the worst since 2019. 2019 was the tank year. Just to put that in perspective, this was the worst O-line game graded by PFF since 2019, the tank year. just put that in perspective. That's how bad this offensive line played. That's why we can't really run the ball efficiently. We have to use these little screen passes and outside zone runs. It's because we can't run on the inside because our interior line is just not built for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, yada yada. Deuces.